Welcome to ISE's Equity Index Weekly Outlook, a weekly outlook on ISE and other industry indexes, hosted by Patrick Ceresna, a derivative market specialist and investment manager with extensive expertise in options and the broader derivative markets. ISE trades options on more than 15 proprietary sector indexes, as well as broad-based indexes and a variety of licensed benchmarks. ISE continually enhances its trading systems and develops new index options products to provide investors with the best marketplace and investment tools to trade smarter.
Hello and welcome to the ISE Equity Index Outlook for May 4th, 2009. This is Patrick Ceresna. First off, I want to have a look at the S&P 500 using the SPDR exchange traded fund symbol SPY. This week saw us break above that formidable overhead resistance at the 85-87 level. Really, at this stage, the market continues to proceed higher with no momentum, and every little rally comes with new waves of selling, but it's slowly clawing its way higher. Really, during this kind of a bear market rally, this is typical as it's squeezing a whole series of shorts out of the market, and it's slowly drawing new money in. Even though our next overhead resistance level is the 92-95 focal zone, do want to stress that numerous measured moves and the round number significance of the 90 level may initially create some overhead resistance up at this 90 level. So it's worth watching that level as we proceed higher here. As far as we're concerned, the window for our downside market doesn't open until we start breaking back down below that 85-87 zone. Next here, I want to take a look at the ISE US Regional Banks Index, which is the symbol JLO. And what's particularly interesting here is that we are not seeing broader financial participation as this S&P pushes to higher levels. We can see that the highs put in several weeks ago on this regional banks index have really stood firm, and we're now slowly seeing this index slightly roll over. We initially are looking for the $14, $15 support to hold in here, but we can't rule out a little bit further profit taking at this stage. Next here, I want to take a look at the ISE Syndex, which is the symbol SIN. This is an index of all the casino, tobacco, and distiller companies. And when we take a look at this chart, we can see that this has really truly been where there's been a lot of leadership, particularly in the casino names, as this index has really drawn a lot of interest and pushed to all sorts of extended measured moves higher. We just missed by $1 the 90.93 upside target for the extended measured move. At this stage, the elastic is stretched pretty wide, and even though we can't rule out a little bit more upside, it's hard to imagine that this is going to keep going without first taking one step back and for a consolidation. Next here, I want to have a look at the ISE Home Builders Index, which is the symbol RUF. And we also did have that push higher above the 8.5 this week. And it did complete its move right back up into that 9.25 measured move that we've been identifying for the last couple of weeks. Really, you can see the rejection came off that level. What will be particularly interesting and bullish for the home builders is if the consolidation and pullbacks can be held to the $8 level. If we can just see a very shallow profit-taking cycle and a basing there, that may give it another go to try to retest some of those higher levels again. Next, we want to take a look at the ISE Natural Gas Index, which is the symbol FUM. And after reaching our $74 target 2 weeks ago, we had a nice healthy pullback right into our 65-68 focal point before it has now broken higher. Really on its way now up to test those 79-84 zones. But at this stage, there's a few dollars left on that upside, but more or less we are now starting to see what could be the finishing of this move higher. Next here, I want to take a look at the ISE Mini FTSE 100 Index, which is the symbol UKX. And we've now come directly into our 424.30 upside focal point where we've been targeting this move to go higher. And even though we've made this push, there's always the possibility here that we may get a little consolidation at this moment. But we now have to first see whether or not this has the strength to break above the zone. Any technical break above the 430 zone may be testing that 440, 450 area on the first push. And any consolidation above those zones may see us test all the way back at those highs at the 460, 470 zone on the upside. That was your ISE Equity Index Outlook. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for participating in this week's session. Please join us again next week. For more information about Patrick Ceresna and to sign up for free index options trade alerts, visit www.optionsource.net. To learn more about ISE index options, visit us at www.ise.com/indexoptions.